Alrighty, guys and gals, welcome back. We're going to jump off the boat here. We're on Shifter. Should be able to beat the fatigue here with our awesome sea lion form. I'm coming back from Stranglethorn Vale because I took the boat over to Stranglethorn Vale from Ratchet here so that I could buy the fishing book. I spent the gold on it, so we're now expert or whatever that level is. I did a little bit of fishing in Stranglethorn Vale, right there in Booty Bait, not much. In this episode, we're going to speak to Marin here.
Peace, friend.
Says, my brother sent you, did he? Then you must have proven yourself to him. If you have earned the respect of Yorn, then you have my respects as well. Are you ready to tread further down the hunter's path?
Winds be at your back.
The grand Isha'walk is lord of these waters. Great is his strength and solemn his pride. The humans on the coast fear him, for he has consumed many of their number. But I do not fear him, and I am grateful he is here. He is a worthy challenge, honorable prey. If you are ready, then swim out and search for Isha, the deep doom. Alrighty. We're not ready to do this yet, but we get to choose. When we do this, we'll take the wand. It sells for more, and that's the belt's actually a little bit of an upgrade there.
We shall meet again.
We probably will. All right, this episode, what we're going to do, anyway, here he is.
Hello.
There's your boy right there. Let's do some fishing real quick. This episode, we're going to fly up to, in Ashenvale. Work on a few quests up there. We're going to slay some laughing sisters. Looking for an etched vial, I do believe. It's going to be the game plan. I did level up off camera. I still didn't pick up the balance abilities. Just because gold is so tight for us. Also, thank you very much, Cynics. He's a long-time supporter of my channel. That guy's a legend. He streams over on his channel as well. You can see him in the comments. I had some issues with Bagnon. It happens a lot, actually. And sometimes it happens even after it's been updated. You go to use something out of your bag and you get an error message. He told me about this new add-on. It's called Baggonator. I love it. We're currently using it right now, and I've configured it a little bit here. Very similar to Bagnon. He says he's not had any issues with it. So, yeah, this is what we're using. Anything, I've chosen to put anything we can't use in red. Kind of helpful there. But same thing, it shows the bank and all of that. Although I think I've got to go to the bank first. Yeah, I got to visit the bank so that it can do what it needs to do there. Anyway, let's jump in the water here. Look at us. We're a frickin' sea lion, man. This aquatic form, real helpful, real handy. Anyway, I hope you guys and gals are doing well. I was able to watch a lot more of the video where the tank died in Wailing Caverns, and a couple people pointed it out. Cynics was one. That tank was squishy as hell, man. I watched basically from the time we got into the dungeon. That dude was getting like 50% health with one shot off of a mob. There were a couple of times, actually right before he died, he took 2 shots, and he's like 10%, 10% health. He was really, really squishy. I didn't realize it was that bad. So that healer was doing all he could to keep him alive. And honestly, he had no business tanking. You know, this is what I'm saying. It's also your responsibility as a tank to be tanky, you know, so you're not so squishy. You know, if that means waiting a level or two or whatever to get some better gear, you should do it because that puts a lot of pressure on the healer. And same thing with the healer. You know, like I tried to do, which was a huge mistake. Luckily, nobody died, but that was a huge mistake for me to run in there with no mana pool.
What's up?
and elect to try to heal. That was just not a good thing to do. There's some fish that we caught there. I'm going to put this back. Yeah. Anyway, super, super squishy. Do I want to buy... hold on here. How do I... Oh, there we go. How much does it cost? 10? Yeah, let's purchase another one. Just a few more spots here. That way I can put the stuff that we're not using right now. I don't want to do any cooking just yet, simply because we're maxed out on cooking. And I don't want to waste points. So we will save this until we get to Shadowprey Village in Desolace, where I can buy some more stuff. I did a little bit of leatherworking off camera.
Have a good one.
And actually made for myself. What did I make? We've got the dark leather pants. And I made something else. It wasn't the bracers. I guess it was the dark leather pants. A little bit of an upgrade there. Not doing too bad. Anyway. Got some bag space. Let's take a fly.
Yo!
To your mama's house. Splinter Tree Post is where we're heading.
For real.
Oh, I got a little int buff there. Yeah, like I said, I didn't realize how squishy that tank was until I rewatched the video. And he was all pissed off, cussing at the healer, man. That healer was pretty much doing everything he could, I think. You know, and I can heal too, but that's not a good run. If I'm having to pop out of Cat to help heal the tank because he's so squishy, that's a big sign. I honestly don't know how the healer hung in there that long. I would have said, look, man, I'm too worried that you're going to die. You're taking way too much damage. I'm out, you know. And he probably would have got pissed off. People are like that, but whatever. Anyway, I went outside early this morning. It just smells like a campfire. We've got fire. Well, we have one big fire. It's to the north of us, where I live in Silver City, New Mexico. It's in the Gila Forest burning. Pretty big. But we've got wind coming this way, and you can see and smell the fire, the smoke. It's not uncommon in the Southwest, these massive fires. The last time I checked, it was 0% contained, and a lot of that has to do with where the fire's burning. But we've got some great responders. So I'm sure they've been proactive, but there's two roads that completely shut down, I think, up there. They kind of crisscross through part of the southwestern part of the Gila National Forest. But I'm sure they're doing, proactive burns and all of that to contain it. You don't really think about stuff like that until you're, you live in an area where, where you might be affected. It's one thing to see it on the news or whatever. It's another thing to be in an area where there's a massive fire burning, just a couple of miles away from you. It's a little bit further away than that, though. Got no world buffs happening right here. I got to spend some time in Orgrimmar to get one of those. I was hoping while I was fishing in Booty Bay that Zandalar would drop, but it didn't. I didn't stay there very long. Fishing isn't very enjoyable. It just takes so fucking long to level. I've complained about it plenty. So this is where we're going. We're just going to run right over here. We've got to slay some of these freaks. We'll get the etched file, and then we come down here to fill it. We might be able to screw with some of these elementals if we want to. I think I'm just going to leave the hearth in Orgrimmar. We'll just run back. Do I want to do that? We're not that far away. I guess so. You know what? No. Let me change it. Let's just hearth back here. I can fly off camera back to Orgrimmar and sit if I want to try to get the buff. We can also go turn in the Warsong reports. We may as well.
Glory to the Horde.
Glory to the Horde. Yeah, we'll head south here. We'll come here first and get that done. We'll get these out of the bag here as well. I take up 3 slots. So you can configure this just like, I have it like the black background, but you can put it, where is it? Layout, theme. Yeah, you can put it to like a normal looking bag. Also, you actually can see your key slots here. I never showed with Bagnon. I don't know if it was something I didn't have configured, probably, but it's kind of pointless to see it in that view. The key ring, I think it's kind of pointless. I guess if you're looking for a key, you're trying to pick something up. If you don't know if you looted it, if you don't see it down here in chat or whatever, I guess you could maybe find the key that way. Anyway, we have sprint. Did I key bind it to something? I guess I didn't. Thought I did. I'm actually going to key bind it. Whoops. Let me put this down here. I'm going to key bind it to Shift V. There. 50% movement speed for 15 seconds. Not too bad. It's only got a 5-minute CD on it. Yeah, I could have saved. I feel like I could have saved that tank, man. I just didn't realize how much damage he was taking there. But again, I'm going as DPS, so it's not really on me to be popping out of DPS. But I do feel bad. Well, I made a major decision. I do that a lot. I'm trading the Volkswagen in, the e-Golf. And I'm going to get something just as nice as far as condition. A few more miles on it. But I'm pretty excited about it. I'm also kind of nervous about it. But I'm, trying to get shit going here in my life. kind of back to normal. But I might do a little video on the channel of the car. We'll see. I did a few on the Volkswagen.
Dabu. Strength.
All right. That's that. You're quite welcome. That frees up those bag slots. All right. Let's head on out. Gonna hide that quest. It's a lot of running around, and as a self-found player, I don't think we'd even be able to do it. Because there's something we'd need. We basically have to get it off the auction house, and can't use the auction house, so. It's not a bad reward, I think. I think you get a kind of a decent little gun if you're, you know, if you use guns or whatever. Anyway, my plan here is to get into the graveyard. And I'm probably just going to get level 27, maybe 28. Hello? Oh, you get a little wave there. We look at what's training here. So you can see what I didn't train up. Basically all the balance stuff. I did pick up the healing and all that. I'm just kind of holding off on it for right now because I'm just kind of want to be a cat for right now. But we'll have Claw rank 2 and Rip rank 2. Also Rejuvenation. But I may just wait till level 28. That way I've got a little more to offer. And it's, you know, it goes up to level 36 in there. But, you know, I want to be, I want to pull my weight if I can. Especially as a self-found player. I know a lot of people, you know, especially start getting higher level dungeons, they see a self-found player, and it's like, fuck, man. This guy sucks. He doesn't have any gear. He can't trade, you know. I get it. But I like the restrictions. Anyway, we're going to be coming up here to the right, and do be careful if you're playing permadeath coming into Rainwood Retreat. There are guards there, and I've been killed there before on an Iron Man challenge many, many years ago. But just something to be aware of. They hang out real close to the tower. As long as you don't get too close to the tower, you're fine. And there's a quest up there. I think Ordainus' head or something. We're not doing that. Although as a cat stealthed, it'd be a lot easier. But I don't know. For right now, I'm not going to do it. I think I've hidden the quest. So what I'm going to do is just roll around this way. They're up there. I swear they're up there. Right there. See those sentinels? Yeah. They're skull mobs. They'll fucking wreck you. And if you manage to get away, you'd be flagged. And it's just not a good idea. Gotta watch out for Shadumbrah. Shadumbrah's the cat. It's like the only NPCs that do battle between other NPCs. Look at that. She killed the bear right when I killed her. Let's turn the ground clutter down. These things are a little tough to see here. And I'm going to skull up the cat if I see it, because it's hostile for us. It's friendly for the Alliance. Sharp Talon, the bear, and Shadumbra here. Can't skin him. Makes me sad. Should be to skin half of them. They're half deer or something. Feels kind of bad killing them. I don't know why. Especially when they run away, they hop away like a bunny. Doesn't feel good. I'm going to put the bleeds on them, though, because they run away. So I got to pay attention here. Look at that. We already got it. I've done this before. I don't get the quest sound like part of it's complete because it doesn't recognize I've completed it until I come down here. So let's roll down there. But yeah, I think I spent 2 or 3 episodes trying to get it and got it like right off the bat, but just didn't realize I'd gotten it. So if you've got, you know, your chat open, you can see when you get it, but I always have it closed. Just because I like a cleaner interface when I'm leveling. Got some hulking boots there. Can't use them, they're male. Got the furl bogs down there. We'll go down via the, beside the little river here. I guess we could do some fishing. Not very exciting, but better to fish if you're going to fish up pools of fish if you don't have the world buff with you. Another thing we could do also, how much time is left on the Dark Fair? Whatever the hell it's called. Oh, it's going to end. We could get that damage buff. I don't know if it's better, which is better, getting the overall 10% damage buff or the agility buff. I don't know. I don't know which one's better. Wow, that's a pretty big int buff right there. You guys would probably know which one is better to get. All right, this is where we're going. Let's fill that. Here we are. I still didn't get the quest completed there. So where does that go? Return it to Thunderbluff. Okay. Let me make sure. Where's Questie?
Well done.
Okay. I don't know why it didn't play there. That's okay. Well, we may as well come over here and slay some water elementals. Ghost Wolf and Ghost Paw Howler. Yeah, it's kind of strange. It doesn't say that it's filled, but it is. Let's haul bones out of here. We've got to watch out for the Ancient Protector. Big giant tree ant thing. He's hostile for us. Looks like somebody is doing something on my phone. Okay. I want to go to the island. I don't really like fighting down here in the water. We also have to scout the gazebo here as well, which we will do.
Well done.
Pretty weak sauce. I don't think these things can bleed, right? It's interesting. I can use the ability, but they're not immune to the bleed. I think that's what's happening. I don't know. Wait, is it an actual bleed? Oh, it's not technically a bleed, it just is damage. Yeah, so I can get it off. It's not technically a bleed. I wonder if that... Yeah, so he's immune to the rip. That makes sense. That's interesting, though. I just assumed Rake, because it does 39 damage over, like 10 seconds, that it was bleed damage, but it's not bleed damage. Uh-oh. Okay, is this going to be okay here? pop out and do a little heal here. Yikes. Okay. A little bit scary. So my energy get creep up here a little bit. Oh, fuck. I might be dead here. I'm dead. That is not the first time that motherfucker has got me. Oh, man. I hate that fucking mob. So I had the one mob that had come up, the patrol that had come up onto the island, so I'd assumed there was not going to be another patrol right there. But that's a different mob. That's a quest mob, this thing here. And I tried to shapeshift out of that last Frost Nova, but I didn't have the mana to do it. I couldn't shapeshift out of it. This is kind of garbage, but the reason I used this rejuvenation because it's instant. I don't think I had much further to go and I would have gotten away. That fucking sucks, man. This is what hardcore is. A little bit rough for a self-found too. Well, oh man, that's brutal. That's brutal. Just kind of like a one-off mob. I knew about the mob. I should have been a little bit more diligent there. What I probably should have done is tried to stop and actually get a heal off. The problem is, even my down rank heal, it's such a long cast, I would just be taking pushback. Anyway, that's it for Shifter. Not a very good run. We've done better. Do we go again? We probably do go again. But here's the thing. Mr. Pandaria is going to be releasing, I think, in just a matter of days when this comes out. We could just roll a new character. We go monk or something. In the meantime, I might start another Iron Man challenge. In fact, I've already got an Iron Man at level 10. I was just going to start from level 10 on the same server here. I might do that. That's the way it goes. Did a fair bit of panicking. You know what else I didn't do? Does anybody know what else I didn't do? I didn't use a health bot. I just didn't think to use it. This is what I typically do in my deaths. I typically kind of panic. I don't know why I didn't use that. That probably would have saved us. It would have given me enough health, I think, to potentially get away, but who knows. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye, Shifter. Rest in peace. That's kind of a giveaway thumbnail. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. I had fun on the character. We'll go again. Not sure if I'll do another Druid. I was really liking the Druid, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it. You guys and gals take care. I'll see you in a future episode of something. Peace.